Greetings to all uh, and welcome to the video presentation of the subject Machine Tool Technology for 4th semester Diploma Mechanical Engineering pertaining to the course 15ME 43T. So in the today's session we are discussing session 1 of unit 1, that is theory of metal cutting. So myself Muhammad Imran, lecturer in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Polytechnic, Harvard. So in the today's session, we are discussing the following content: introduction to metal removal process, types of machine tool, theory of metal cutting, and that chip formation. So introduction to metal removal process. The subject machine tool technology is mainly a theory subject, in that there is no problems will come. So it is mainly a theory subject. So it mainly deals with the study of various machine tools, that may be lathe machine, or that may be shaper, planer, drilling machines, and other some special purpose machine. So these are conventional machines. We have non-conventional machine also. In the last chapter we are studying the non-conventional machining, that is laser machining or ultrasonic machining, etc. So this machine tool subject, tool technology is mainly deals with, as I told, the study of various machine tools such as lathe, shaper, uh, planer, and the mechanisms that is used to operate these machine tools. That means what are the mechanisms that used to move the tool or to move the workpiece. So that may be in the bull gear mechanism in the lathe, or it may be a lead screw, or in case of shaper it may be with quick return motion mechanism. So we are studying all these things in this subject, and also the various attachment. So the various attachment used in these machine tools to perform some specific functions. So this the base of all these machine tool is the metal removal. So what is the metal removal? The metal removal means the process of removing unwanted material from the workpiece in order to bring the required shape and size. The component which are produced from other manufacturing process, that may be casting, or that may be forging, or it may be any other process, it is not finished to the required shape and size. The component that may be like shaft and bearing assembly, or bearing housing, or any piston and piston rod, bore, everything, it requires accurate shape and size, and also a good surface finish. Why? Because the motion will take place inside the assembly. The mechanism will move from movement will take place. In that time, if the surface is not accurate, then there will be friction will be generated and heat will be generated. That will lead to the wear and tear of the components. So the components which are produced from other manufacturing process, that may be forging or that may be casting, is not finished to the required shape and size. So always some extra material is added to this manufacturing process. Why? Because it has to be machined in order to give its required dimension and also a good surface finish. So the metal removal process do all these machining process for the component which are produced from the other manufacturing process. So what is metal removal process? The process of removing unwanted metal from the workpiece, from the block of metal, in order to give the required shape and size. For example, a shaft manufactured from the casting process required a dimensioning. In actual assembly, it is requiring a dimension of 30.0050 millimeter. So if you manufacture this shaft from the uh, casting process, so it cannot be manufactured to this the dimension what I told now. So this component from this casting or forging process may be produced for a diameter of around 32 to 33 mm. So this 2 to 3 mm is allowed for machining process. So the component manufactured from the from the casting or forging process uh, is machined in the these machine tools, that may be lathe machine or shaper lathe machine or CNC machines, etc. It will be machined on that, so that 2 mm extra metal will be removed, and accurate dimension what is maintained from various uh, methods. Okay, so how the metal will be removed? The metal will be removed in the form of chip. That is the metal is removed from the workpiece in the form of chips. These chips may be of different types, so that will be studied in the later class. That may be continuous chip, discontinuous chip, or continuous chip with the built-up edges, depending upon the type of material. Like it may be ductile material or it may be brittle material, and also the cutting condition. The cutting condition means the feed, the depth of cut, and the uh, speed that will produce these kind of chips. So different cutting condition and the condition and the geometry of the cutting tools also lead to this form of chips. The various geometries of the cutting tool, that may be rake angle, flank angle, side relief angle, these all those things will be studied in the later class. So depending upon the tool geometry and also the depending upon the material of the workpiece, these form of chips will be of different types of chips will be formed. So that will be studied later. So why the metal will be removed? In order to get the final shape and size. The material will be removed to get the final shape and size. As I told, the component which is manufactured from the other manufacturing process is not to the final shape and size. In order to get its final shape and size, it has to be machined in the various machine tools. Okay, so the metal will be removed in the form of chips. Okay, so one of the disadvantages of this metal removal process is the loss of metal. So the metal will be lost in the form of chips. So this extra 2 mm, if the length of the shaft is around 1 meter, so the 2 mm metal will be removed means like 2 into 100 mm. So the density of around and the volume, if you calculate the volume, around 0.5 kg to 0.4 kg, 400 grams of metal will be lost. So we have paid the full amount for this shaft, means we have invested full amount for this shaft, and this 400 grams or whatever the metal will be lost will be of no use. So it will be lost. So that is one of the disadvantages of the metal removal process. So another disadvantages is that the time consuming. So this conventional machining can be machined easily, but the component which require more accurate and more good surface finish and a good tolerance, uh, then it will be done by various non-conventional machining. That may be laser machining, ultrasonic machining. That will the metal removal rate in that machines are very low. So now if you want to remove the 1 millimeter metal from this process, it will take more than 1 hour. So every time it will remove the metal in terms of microns. So it will take lot of time. So these are the some only disadvantages of the this machining or metal removal process. What are those? That is, the metal will be lost in the form of chips, and also it will be time consuming only in case of some non-conventional machining, which removes the metal in a very small quantity. So the characteristics of machining process is to improve the dimensional accuracy and tolerance of the component produced by the other manufacturing process. The as I told, the components which are produced from the other manufacturing process is not to required shape and size. So, in order to give the improve its dimensional accuracy and tolerance, the machining process are used. So, the main characteristics of machining process is to give the dimensional accuracy and tolerance to the components produced by other manufacturing process, that may be casting or that may be forging or other manufacturing process. So next is difficult surfaces can be easily machined. So the components which cannot be produced to the required shape and size can be easily machined. That may be crankshaft that is having eccentric axis, or that may be flywheel, it is having ribs and everything. So these components can be easily machined by using some various attachments. So these machine tools, from the normal machining, it is also having some extra attachment like mandrels, lathe dogs, rest and everything. Using this indexing, everything, using these all those attachments, even very difficult components like turbine blades, everything can be easily machined by using various attachments. This is the very important advantages of machining process. The process in this machining, the other process difficult to achieve the machining of very complicated parts can be easily machined by using various attachments in this machining process, and it is economical. So the compared to other manufacturing process, the machining process is economical. Only at the initial investment to purchase this machine is only the our cost of the product. Means we have to invest initially in order to purchase that machine tools. We have to invest the money. That is the only requirement. After that, we just need to maintain and maintain the machine tools. That is the only running cost. So initial investment is required. After that, there is no investment. So that is economical. So compared to other manufacturing process, the machining process is economical. So types of machine tools. We have different machine tools such as lathe, shaper and planer, drilling machine, milling machine, grinding machine, broaching and saving, hobbing machine, presses, etc. So the lathe is the father of all the machine tools. So the first machining process is started from the lathe. So the lathe is used for removing the cylindrical shape. It is used mainly for machining cylindrical shaped components. Other components also can be machined by using various attachments, but the main purpose of the lathe is to uh, uh, machine the cylindrical surface. Okay. So the shaper and planer, next it is intended to produce the flat surfaces. So it is used for machining horizontal surfaces, vertical surfaces and any angular surfaces. So it is used for producing flat surfaces. Next we have drilling machines. So the drilling machine is used for drilling the holes. So you can see in the any components there are number of holes are there with threaded holes, everything. So this drilling these holes can be done by drilling machines. So drilling machines are used for producing holes, tabs, etc. So next is the milling machine. So the milling machine, as usual, used to produce the flat surface, that may be horizontal, vertical, angular, and also it can be used for gear cutting, etc. with using extra attachments. So this milling machine is having multi-point cutting tools, whereas the lathe has a single point cutting tools. Lathe, shaper and planer is having single point cutting tools, whereas the milling machine have multi-point cutting tools. This grinding machine, the grinding machine is used for grinding purpose. So the cutting tool of this grinding machine is having abrasive particle bonded together in the grinding wheel. So small parts of sand, quartz or stones, diamond particles are bonded with the grinding wheel. So that will remove the material. Compared to this is having single point or multi-point cutting tools, whereas the grinding machine is having small quads or stones. Next is broaching and saving and hobbing machine presses. Every machines have every particular applications. So these are all are only a conventional machines. So in that this is manual machines. So in advancement we have all these lathe shaper drilling machine with computer attachment, that is called as computer numeric control. So these machines that machines are operated by programs. The computer will be attached to that with a PLC circuit, and if you enter the program with it will machine according to the program. So these are just attachment. Extra attachment is that it is attached with the computers. So that's why it is called as computer numeric control. These are all manual machine. The manual machine means labor is required to operate all those machines. Without the labor, the machining process will not happen. But in the CNC machine, just to enter the program, the labor is the person is required. After that, it will do automatically. According to it will read the programs and do the machining automatically. So what that but these CNC machines are very costlier compared to the conventional machines. Next, the theory of metal cutting. So as I told you, the metal cutting is the process of removing a thin layer of excess metal in the form by the wedge-shaped single point cutting tool or multi-point cutting tool with a defined geometry from the workpiece through the process of extensive plastic deformation. You know that what is plastic deformation and elastic deformation. Elastic deformation means the material will regain its original shape after the removal of the load applied. Plastic means it is a permanent deformation. That means the material will not regain its original shape after the removal of load. So in the metal cutting, the plastic deformation takes place. What will happen? In the metal removal process, there will be a physical contact between the tool and workpiece. The workpiece may be, as I told, it may be single point cutting tool or multi-point cutting tool with a defined geometry. Geometry means it is having different rake angle, having side relief angle, or it may be face, flank, everything. Geometry it is having, so that will be studied later. It is having a wedge shape. So what is single point means? It is having only one cutting edge in action during the machining process. So if the tool is having only one cutting point, that will be in action during machining process. That may be in lathe machine or that may be in the planar machine. Only one point cutting tool is there that will remove the material. Multi-point cutting tool means it is a combination of single point cutting tool. It is having number of single point more than one cutting edge. That may be, for example, the milling cutter. It is you can see that it is having say, cylindrical shape, and along the periphery of the cylinder it is having a number of cutting edges. So the material will be removed at a time. The more than one cutting edge will be in action. So that is called as multi-point cutting edge. So what will happen when there is a contact between tool and the workpiece? The plastic deformation, the friction will take place, and the plastic deformation will take place, and the heat generation will be there, and the metal will be removed in the form of a thin layer, in the form of chips. The chip may be different types that will also be studied in the next class. That may be continuous chips, maybe discontinuous chip, continuous chip with the built-up edge. So with the plastic deformation, the material will be removed, and it is a permanent one. Once the material is removed, it will reduce the dimension of the metal in each process. So next is the chip formation. So as I told you, depending upon the material, that may be ductile material or brittle material, and the geometry of the cutting tool, and also the this one cutting condition, that is feed, depth of cut, cutting speed. Depending upon all those factors, this cutting these kind of three kinds of chips will be formed: continuous chips, discontinuous chips, and continuous chips with the built-up edge. So the detailed study of these kind of chips will be studied in the later class. So for today's session, we are end up with this. Just we'll brush up once what we have studied today. So, the material removal process, as I told you, it is the process of removing unwanted metal from the workpiece, from the block of metal that is manufactured from the other manufacturing process. That may be casting or that may be um, forging. So after manufacturing component from this process, it will add some extra material for machining process. So that component will be machined in the various machine tools. That may be lathe machine, that may be planer or milling machine, etc. So the metal will be removed in the form of chips. So in order to get the required shape and size. So the advantages, disadvantages, as I told, of metal removal process is the metal will be lost in the form of chips. As I told you, in a shaft of 30 mm into 1 meter length, to machine a 2 mm length, 400 grams to 500 grams metal will be lost. That will be of no use. So that is the main disadvantages, and it is time consuming in non-conventional machining. Um, the metal removal MRR, we call it as metal removal rate, is very slow. That will take a lot of time. If you want to remove the 1 mm material, it will take a very long time. So these are only disadvantages of metal removal process, that is loss of metal and also time consuming. And the characteristics of machining process, they improve the dimensional accuracy and tolerance of the components produced by other manufacturing process. Difficult surfaces can easily machined, and compared to other manufacturing process, it is economical. Next, there are different kinds of machine tools. This is lathe machine, this is milling machine, and this is drilling. This is also one kind of drilling machine. These are press, etc. So we have shapers, planers, drilling machine, milling machine, grinding wheels, broaching and carving. Every machine has its particular application. For example, this lathe is used for machining cylindrical surface, whereas this drilling machine are used for producing holes and taps, whereas this used for producing pressing purpose, to produce tap dies. Uh, these milling machines are used for producing flat surfaces, and shapers and planers are also used for producing flat and horizontal, vertical surface, keyways, etc. So theory of metal cutting, as I told, the metal will be removed by the physical contact between the tool and workpiece by a single point or multi-point cutting tool with a defined geometry, and the plastic deformation friction will take place, that will form the extensive plastic deformation, and the thin form of metal is removed in the form of chips. Next is the chip formation. There are three kinds of chips commonly produced by the cutting, that is the continuous chips, discontinuous chips, and continuous chips with the built-up edge. So all these formation of chips, as I told you, depends upon the cutting condition and the materials of the workpiece, and also the geometry of the machine tool. So thank you for watching my video. So in the next class we will meet again with the second session with the kinds of forms of chips. Thank you for watching.